skies, and kingdoms rose and fell at the end of a sword. Legendary quests beckoned with the promise of danger and glory, and only a brave few dared to heed the call. For honor and vengeance, they ventured forth with steel and sorcery to combat the merciless legions of darkness. For it was said that those who answered the call were possessed of the warrior spirit, and the blood of the dragon flowed through their veins.
Okay, I found this in the same literary work that I found the Secret Society's information. It is a very thorough and well-researched addendum. I shall base some of the understandings of the Angelic Council and the hierarchy of Heaven's regiments here that pertain to the information I've given you so far, along with words of wisdom that is, as I understand it, the most important message for mankind out of all the knowledge in Heaven's archives. Forgiveness and the path to heaven. Mankind's greatest questions are always so simple in principle. I falls under the same reason that evil is allowed to be. Because mankind has a choice, and when man chooses to ignore God and walk his own ignorant path, then God, out of mercy, knowing that he must send you one day to hell for your choices, allows you to enjoy that which you think makes you happy and makes you feel content with your earthly material possessions, because when it comes time to pay the price, he'll have to take all that from you and more. So thus God allows atheists to walk around and rant in their self-designed religion of science. He allows them to think they have it all figured out, because one day when their time comes they'll realize how wrong they were. But he made a loophole for that, and it took the death of his son to do it. They have until that time, some say it is death, but some say it is until the final judgment, to realize the error of their judgment and repent their error of belief and reconfigure that belief system. They need not a church or a priest or a baptism to perform this deed. The only thing required is that they repent within their heart, within their perspective of how they see the world around them and how it works. Within that region of mankind's being, all he must do is believe that the conversation is taking place, and the gift God gave us, that divine spark that he made in the likeness of himself, the imagination of mankind and the platform of all that has ever been made by God and by man that lies within us, will do the rest. If mankind disbelieved he is capable of making such changes in his life to repent, then this too is the way to ask him for help. To help guide you if you are not sure of how to find the right way of repenting, to help you learn what mistakes you are not seeing, to overcome what obstacles may impede his path. Through this process, this gift of the divine spark that is mankind's imagination takes on its most important purpose, for mankind is capable of great things. Bridging a personal connection to the Creator by the principality of what we call faith is only one of many. Miracles can be achieved. All one must do is have faith in himself, in God, and in his plan of action designed within his imagination. Let he who hath wisdom to know faith when it crosses his path see the divine truth in these words. Written by Lucifer. Angels. An angel is a supernatural being who mediates between God and mortals. Angels minister over all living things and the natural world, and also over all things in the cosmos. They play an important role in magic. The term angel comes from the Greek angelos, which means messenger. Similarly, the Persian term angelos means courier. In Hebrew, the term is malach, which also means messenger. The name refers to one of the angel's primary duties, to shuttle back and forth between realms, bringing human prayers to heaven and returning with God's answers. Angels also mete out the will of God, whether it be to aid or to punish humans. Angels are specific to Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. However, they derive from concepts of helping and from tutelary spirits that exist in mythologies the world over. Angels evolved from the mythology of the Jews, influenced by the mythologies of Babylonians, Persians, Sumerians, Egyptians, and others with whom the Jews had contact. The Jewish angel passed into Christian and Islamic mythology. The Bible presents angels as representatives of God. They exist in a celestial realm and are numberless. They are incorporeal but have the ability to assume form and pass as mortals. They also appear as beings of fire, lightning, and brilliant light, sometimes with wings and sometimes not. Various classes of angels are mentioned in the Bible. By the 6th century, these were organized into hierarchies. The Church Fathers of Christianity gave extensive consideration to the duties, nature, numbers, abilities, and functions of angels. This theological interest peaked by the Middle Ages and began to decline in the Renaissance. Angels are prominent in Jewish magic and preside over every aspect of creation. They are featured in Kabbalah-based magic, which forms a significant part of the Western magical tradition. Angels, along with demons, are involved in rituals given in magical books and grimoires. They are invoked by sacred names, symbols, seals, and so forth, and their names are inscribed on magical tools, magic circles, amulets, and talismans. Dominions, dominations, lords, lordships. In the Pseudo-Dionysian hierarchy, the fourth highest order of angels, who regulate the duties of other angels and make known the commands of God. Dominions also are channels of mercy. The term dominion refers to lordship, rule, or special meaning. Use of the term dominions as a class of angels occurs in apocryphal writings influenced by the New Testament passages that suggest designations of heavenly powers. For example, Ephesians 1:21 states that God has raised Christ far above all rule and authority and power and dominion and every name that is named, and Colossians 1:16 states that in Jesus Christ all things visible and invisible in heaven and earth are created, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or powers. The Testament of Adam describes dominions as rulers over earthly kingdoms who decide the outcome of wars. In battles they are angels riding on red horses. 2 Enoch states that when Enoch is taken to the 7th heaven, he sees an exceptionally great light, and all the fiery armies of the great archangels, and the incorporeal forces and the dominions and the origins and the authorities, the cherubim and the seraphim and the many-eyed thrones. 20:1. The Ethiopic translation of 1 Enoch refers to angels of dominions. The Apocalypse of Zephaniah sees angels who are called lords when he is taken to the 5th heaven. In Rudolf Steiner's three-tiered structure of the angelic realm, the caryatides may equate with dominions. St. Augustine agreed with St. Paul that there exist seats, thrones, dominions, principalities, and powers in the heavens, but he did not know specifically what they are or the differences between them. According to Agrippa, dominions are associated with the air element. They help humans overcome their enemies. In Kabbalistic law, dominions, along with powers and virtues, form one of 4 triplicities of intelligible hierarchies. They are one of the ruling angelic orders of Est, mercy, the 4th Sephira of the Tree of Life. Dominions are sometimes equated with Asmalim. The Sefer Raziel. The Sefer Raziel is in angel magic, an important text of magical lore and ritual instructions. The Sefer Raziel, the Book of Raziel, is of Jewish origin and probably was written in the 13th century by different anonymous authors. The Jewish mystic Eleazar of Worms, 1160–1237, is credited with being one of the authors. Other names for the Sefer Raziel are Sefer HaRaziel, Sefer Eziel, Sefer Eziel Hemelach, and Raziel HaMelach. According to law, the Sefer Raziel is first book ever written and is made of sapphire, or angel's tears. It was given by God to the angel Raziel to give to Adam and the patriarchs, including the magically wise King Solomon, who was shown the book in a dream by Raziel. The book reveals secrets and mysteries of creation, the secret wisdom of the 72 letters of the name of God and its esoteric 670 mysteries, and 1,500 keys, which had not been given even to angels. Other important material deals with the 5 names of the human soul, the 7 hells, the divisions of the Garden of Eden, and the types of angels and spirits who have dominion over various things in creation. The book also gives angelic scripts, see magic alphabets, angel languages, magical incantations for directing the mimmunim, deputy angels, and magical instructions for rituals and for the making of talismans and amulets. According to law, the Sepharad was so coveted by jealous angels that various intrigues and thefts were carried out. Raziel is said to stand on the peak of Mount Horeb every day and proclaim the secrets to humankind. In the Middle Ages, the book was highly revered among Kabbalists, alchemists, and magicians. It was thought that mere possession of it would prevent fire. By the 19th century, there were 25 editions of it. The Sword of Moses, a grimoire, makes reference to it. Thwarting angels, angels who nullify the powers of specific demons. All diseases, bad weather, and other misfortunes are caused by certain demons. Each demon has a thwarting angel who can be summoned in prayer and magic to stop or cancel out the demon's mischief. Knowing the appropriate thwarting angel is important in order to invoke the fastest and best help. The most important thwarting angels are the planetary rulers, 6 angels who have the sole powers to thwart the demonic heavenly bodies of the world of darkness responsible for all the misery in the world. The planetary rulers are as follows: 1. Lamachiel, who thwarts deception. 2. Parachiel, who thwarts strife. 3. Marmaroth, who thwarts fate. 4. Balthiamul, who thwarts distress. 5. Errol, who thwarts error. 6. Astaroth, who thwarts power. Kakabel, Kabael, Kokab, Kochbeel. Kokbeel is an angel who is both good and evil. In 1 Enoch, Kakabel is a fallen angel who commands 365,000 demons and teaches astrology. In the Sefer Raziel, Kakabel is a high angel and prince who rules over stars and constellations. Bernail, angel of darkness and evil, equated with Belial. Bernail sometimes is equated with Haziel, who is otherwise a cherub and good angel. Anaphiel Yhvh, Anaphiel, Anpiel, angel associated with the prophet Enoch and the angel Metatron. Anaphiel means branch of God. In the Merkaba, Anaphiel is one of the 8 great angels and is named as the Prince of Water and the chief seal-bearer. He keeps the keys of the 7 palaces in Arabot, the 7th heaven. In 3 Enoch, Anaphiel Yhvh is one of the angels identified as the one who carries Enoch to heaven. He is called the honored, glorified, beloved, wonderful, terrible and dreadful Prince, 16-7. He is chosen by God to punish Metatron on one occasion with a flogging of 60 lashes. Metatron says that Anaphiel is so named because his majesty, glory, crown, brilliance, and splendor overshadow all the chambers of Arabot in the same way that God's majesty veils the heavens and fills the earth with his glory. Anaphiel bows down to Soter Aziel,